So in our last class where we had set up the theme of the website, we've seen the templates and all of that. And today we're going to be customizing. In this class, we're going to be basically customizing everything here. Now, like I told you, if you want to customize key things, if you notice, this is the accent color of the website, this gold. If you want to customize generally all the colors, you want all this gold to turn to green, you want to change all this font, and you don't want to do them one after the other, you can use this customize button up in here, or you go to your dashboard, go to appearance, and you'll also see the customize button. Now, this is very important and it makes a lot of things easier. However, there are some themes that you use that when you come to the customize button, you won't see so many options or so many options available for you to maximize your customization. Yeah, you might not see so many options. It happens so many times. So sometimes you have to customize them individually, or when you come to the dashboard, you might see a tab for the theme options or something for that particular theme. So each theme is different. Like I told you about designing a website using WordPress, you're arriving at one final destination of the WordPress website, but there are so many routes that you might need to go through. There are so many the different process. So that you're coming from Lagos to Abuja and I'm coming from Kaduna to Abuja. The thing is, we're getting to Abuja. It doesn't matter where we're coming from. The goal is get to Abuja. That's what is important. So that's basically how this works. Okay, but for this we have the customize icon, where we can just go there and we have most of the customizable options here. We have the global, the header builder, and footer builder, and every other thing. On the global, you get to see things like the typography, this text. Now, I think I like the font type, so you can change the font type under typography, the different font types. If you want the heading to have a different one, the body and all, you can change it all in here. But I like what I see. You also have the general colors. Do you see the colors of the site? So I can change the general colors here as well. This is the accent color, and then the container and all. But the first thing I need us to change is the logo. We now have the beta logo for the website, which is under the header builder. So you have the site and the logo. And on a normal or just usually, I'll just click on this logo like I told you before, go to the media library and identify where the logo is. This is the logo, and identify the pixel. The pixel is here, 72 by 29 pixel, and go resize my logo on LinkedIn, on Canva to put it in here. However, most times when you upload your files directly when you're designing, the computer or the back end is not optimized. Some back ends are not usually probably optimized to optimize the image. And so when you have heavy images on your site can be slow, and it might not it might be slow and it might just pull it down. So most times people encourage, or we encourage, that you have all the media you want to use, go to media and then click on add new and upload all the images, the cover, the everything you want to use in here, so that when you're designing your website, you can just pick them up. However, what I don't like about that is that you might not know the sizes, and you want, if you're working with a template, you want to fit what is there, replace it. So this man, I want to automatically replace him with a Black person and all of that. This I want to replace it. Now, because I'm an experienced web developer, I have an idea of what the sizes are already. But if you're new, you might not know. And so working with it step by step might be the best way for you to get it. But as you grow, you might already know, have an idea what you need, and you work on it that way. All right. So I'm going to go back to my media library and I'm going to go to customize back. And we are working with the logo. We're going to first work on the header. Two key things we're going to work on is the header, and we're going to, the logo that was created, the gold color shade is different from this one. So we're going to change the accent color, and then we're going to also work on the header. So I'm going to side logo, and this is the logo. I'm going to change it. Now to change it, I'll go to Canva and I'll just create a logo that is custom size. The size we have is 72 by 29. Unfortunately, Canva doesn't do a height less than, I think, 40 pixel. If you're doing any pixel, see, if I do 39, it won't allow me to create a design. The list is 40, you can. So I'm going to create that design irrespective of that, and then I can now resize later. So this is the size. It's still coming up. It's still coming up. And so I'll just go to my uploads, and I'm going to bring in the logo of this brand that I want to work with. So I have the logo in white format, I have it in black, and all of that. So we have this, but this is what I want, the one in the white formats without a background, PNG without a background. If it has a background, please do well to remove the background before you use. So I've resized it to fit this, and I can decide to even reduce it a bit because our height is supposed to be 29. But if you remember, we had to do 40 because that's what what they call it, that's what is available for Canva. So I'm going to not forget to name this informed logo in white. Then I'm going to download it. Now, when I'm downloading, make sure that it's in PNG and there's a transparent background. I'm going to download it right now. You make sure you tick that transparent background because you don't need the background. So now it's downloaded. I'm going to go back to our customized website and I'm going to click on change, and it brings me to upload. I'll just click on files to upload, and I will just click on this. Now this doesn't look so good, the resolution, but I'm going to open it to see first, to see if it's good. And this title, I'm going to still put it as the auto text. Alternative text is if, for example, the website's unable to load the image, what text should be there? Do you understand? So I'm going to put what I wanted there, the logo, and I'll select, I'm not going to script cropping, and I'll put it there. Now this is what it is. There you see, this is the size. It's not so bad, but I'm going to change it a bit, and I'm going to upload the original file of this logo, this one, and I'm going to see how it's going to look on the website for me. I'm going to upload the original file because that resolution is so small, but we're going to see both of them to see how it looks. That's the beauty about working on. Don't forget to put the alt text. That's the beauty about working on something you can see. I'm going to skip cropping. Yeah, fantastic. I think this works. So I'm going to publish first. I'm going to publish this. Yeah, publish. Then I'm going to go to my homepage where I'm looking at it from the third-party angle and look at it. Yeah, I think this works. Okay. So I'm going to, the web designer has already sent me this gold shade color. But let's say you're working with a client that doesn't even know the color of their colors, their brand colors. The logos can tell you. So if I click on this box and go to this color icon, this color area, it brings out the different shades of gold, of colors that I have on this logo. So this color is actually my most preferred for the accent color, this particular one, this particular shade of gold. So I'm going to go back here. I'll go back. I'm still going to come back to this logo anyway. I'm going to go to global, go to colors, and this color one, I'm just going to change it. Click on that. I'm going to change it to what I want, 9333. Yeah, it gives me that shade of gold. And I will come to the accent color to ensure that it's the same color, and then I'll publish. If you notice, everything, all the gold has changed to that shade, okay? That's very important. Now, if you go back to the logo, the header builder, the logo area, we've put this logo. There's something called the retina logo. I'm not going to put a different logo for the retina. I want the same logo to apply to the retina. Retina logo usually just resizes, especially when you have a bigger screen or something, just gives you a better resolution. But I'm going to use the same logo. Now here you can change the logo width, increase it and make it smaller. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it here. No, I think that 108 worked for me. Yeah, and I'm going to publish. So that's the thing about customizing. You can always play around with stuff. And then when you have the logo, you don't have to display the site icon. That's this one, the site title. That's what you put in that general, or this one, the inline. Please just toggle it off. You don't have to display it. This is where you toggle those things off. This is where you toggle those things off. Just make sure they are toggled off. So it makes your site more tidy. Okay, then the site icon. The site icon is, if you look at this header, you see software colors has an icon. If you look at this, Namecheap does. If you look at Canva, you see this C, that's the site icon. So what is the site icon that you want? The icon that they will see and identify your site. Usually site icons are, the size of site icons are 512 by 512 pixel. Now I need you also know that there are some that will only take, now we're going to save our site icon in pixel, right? Sorry, in PNG. But there are some sites where you can only save the site icon. The site icon can only be in favicon. So you can save in PNG, and then go to Google and Google how to convert PNG to favicon. Favicon has a .ico instead of .png at the end of the image. So you can Google that and use that for the site. Now, when you're choosing a site icon, you might be tempted to use this whole logo because that's what they gave you and resize it. But no, try to make it as simple and clear as possible. I didn't have the icon. I don't have the icon for the logo. I just have this full thing. So what I did is I just cropped out this logo, brought this down to the center, and basically just resize it. I'm going to use it as the site icon. I'm not going to use the whole thing. I'll use this. And for the site icon, there are some key icons that you can use with the background. There are some you can choose to use without the background. So I'm going to try with the background and without the background and see if it pops up. Legally informed site icon. I'm going to download this without the background. And I'm going to also download and with the background and upload the both so we can see what it looks like. So icon, then I'll with background. Now it's very important that whatever image you're using for your site, or you're creating from Canva or resizing from anywhere, you label it appropriately. It's very important. So I'll go back to my customize, select my site icon, upload. I'm going to select files and I will just upload the two so I can just play around with it instead of uploading one after the other and just wasting and taking so much of my time. So this is the site icon without a background. I'm just going to put it. If you notice, icons or images without the background has this grayish faint background on it. Why the ones with backgrounds are usually clear what it is. That's how to know the ones with background and without background, even if you don't label it. So I'm going to select that one and I'm just going to publish. So it's on a black background already. And I think it just works fine. So it's publishing. So if I go back to my home page, you see here now, it's a globe, it's a web icon that is showing. If I refresh it, this is the icon that shows the icon, the legally informed icon. Now I can decide to go back here and change it to the white background so I can see which one fits as well. I'll see which one is better. We've seen the one with a black and this is with a white. I'll just publish. And then I'll go here and I'll refresh. It's already up here, so you can see the icon. So you can now decide what you want, which one you want to use. For one, I prefer the black one. So I'm just going to use the one without a background so that the image is just, the background is just black. And I'll just use that for it. So you can decide what you want. I'm just showing you the two options that you can decide to play with it. It doesn't take so much time to play around it. So yes, that's the site icon. First identify our sites. Then I'm going to go back and go to the header builder to ensure that, okay, we have our logo and everything here is complete. You can go to design on the logo, and if you want to do any spacing, which I don't think we need, we go in here. Then we go to the buttons. The button on the header, this is what it is. So I'm going to change it to her number. I think we already have the document where I'm working with. This is the document. I'm just going to scroll down, and this is the phone number. So if I go in here back, I think the phone number is correct. We already edited it the last time, I'm sure. And then we put the link to contact us so that when you click on the phone number, it takes you to that link. And we go back, button is correct. Primary menu, we are okay with this menu here. We're going to change the menu somewhere else if we need to. And here, it also gives us an option. Do you want to stack the menu on mobile? Yes. So when you're on mobile, it can be arranged. And then you have the item divider, which if you toggle, most of these things, when you work on them, you see what they can be like or what they appear as. This is the header transparent type, which I think works across. Transparent header means if you enable this transparent header, if you're scrolling through, you would have it, it's not coming up. You have some things up showing in a transparent format. Some it might not work. So we're done with the header. Let's go back to our global and see what's left. We've changed the accent color, the container, it's okay. That's the frame of the website. And then we'll go back. Okay, let me just explain these things to you. We have the button. We're going to change the button color. It already took the accent color. If you want to change it, this is the shape of the button, which is like this. You can decide to change it to something like this, and anything you want, just play around with it. And you have the block editor. However, remember that if you're working on them and anything does not work, you might want to revert. Note what you're working with so that in case it doesn't work, you can change back. Now, as you're editing this, and we can see this point, if you look at this down here, showing the responsiveness, we have this in desktop, you have this in tablet. It will show you what your website will look like on a tablet. And the last one is on a mobile, what it's going to look like. Now, I need you to know something. Whatever change you make on this desktop will cut across both the tablet and the mobile. However, whatever change you make on the tablet will not have effect on the desktop, it just have effect on the tablet and mobile. And whatever effect you have on the mobile will have effect on the mobile and not these two. Now, this is important because as you go across the spectrum, the size reduces. And so there are some things you might need to adjust to fit in there or to take out some things. That's why you go to some sites, you can see some things on mobile, but when on the laptop, but when you open the site on the mobile, you can't see that. Do you understand? Very, very important. And then we go to breadcrumb, not necessary. Page, the container is okay, the sidebar is okay. Finally, we'll go to the footer builder. I think we worked on it the last time. The copyright, it's okay. So sometimes you can change this copyright text to whatever you want. Sometimes you just automatically pick some key codes from the website, like the name of the website, the current year, and all of that. And of course, the footer menu. I think we worked on this the last time. And make sure it's published. If we go back to our custom area, I think those are key things for the customized area. This site identity, we already worked on it. So I think everything here has been set and we've done all the general settings. We can come in here to refresh to be sure that we've done all the general settings. So once we look at it and we feel we're done, you can go back to the customized area and just close it. And now we can start working on the website page by page. This is the home page. Now, if I want to edit the home page, there are two ways to do that. I can click on edit page or edit with Elementor because it was built with Elementor, or I can go to my dashboard and I can just go to pages. And on the pages, this is the home page. I can click on edit. I can click on edit, and then it brings this up when it's the first time you're opening the site. You can just close it, and it's built with Elementor. That's why you see no content here, and I can just click on edit element with Elementor. So like I said, you can go to the dashboard, go to pages and edit per page, or you can open it here and just, because you're logged in, just click on edit with Elementor or edit page, and you automatically edit it. So if I come here, it just takes a few minutes depending on how fast your internet is. Okay, so this is it, and then we're going to start one after the other to edit. On Elementor, you have this navigator that just shows you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, telling you there are like 8 sections on this website. This is a whole section. A section is like this. You have this whole section with the elements inside. You have this whole section. You have this as a section. So everything, once you highlight on it, you see a pen icon. You can change even the words and the section. So if I click on this section and I right click on it, it breaks up this, and I click on edit section. Oh my God, sorry. And I click on edit section. It brings this out, the layout. Do you want it boxed? Do you want it full width? I think what we have here is okay. And then what I need to change is the man. I'll go to style. So there are 2 places. You might find this, the man under style in background, or if you can't find the background under style, sometimes background is under this advanced. So if you're checking on in style, under style, and you're not seeing it, don't give up. You can go on the background. So this is the man. I'm going to click on him to see his size. We had seen it in the previous video. Is 120 by 1412. So I'm going to quickly go to Canva, and oh no, I clicked on create, and I'm going to create him. Now, let me give you one expo. Most of the cover images used for websites usually have this width, 1920. That's a desktop width. The height might be different. It might be 1080, it might be 1000 and all of that, but that width is usually the same. So I'm just going to go to the photos. Now, if I go to the man, you see that the picture is very clear. However, if you look here, you see that there's like an overlay so that the text can be read. That means there's a background overlay, which is this color. And this background overlay is different. There are some websites, I'm saying this so you can pay attention. There are some websites you might be building that do not have background overlay. So for the image, when you create the image, you have to add the overlay before you upload it. I'm going to be showing you that now shortly. So if I open this, I will just go search for photos, Black female lawyer. I love Canva stock images. It's just amazing for Black people right now. I think it's literally the best. So I'm going to be looking for a Black female lawyer. I've seen one here. I've seen another one. But I want to look for one that is, it doesn't have to be female, by the way, but the owner of this brand I'm working with is female. So I just want to, I just have the mindset that it's female, but it's not solely for a female lawyer. Okay, it's not fully for female clients or female lawyer. So you can check, there's so many, you just keep scrolling. Yeah, I don't like this as well, but this looks more like it for me. So you keep checking, but I think I don't want to waste time. I'll just set this as background image and type it legally informed cover. Okay, and I'm just going to download it. It doesn't need transparent background, just download quickly. And then I'll go back to my Elementor, and I'll go back to my Elementor, and I will quickly choose the person that I want. I want to quickly show you how to edit images, and then text and buttons, so you can see all of that, and then we'll quickly run through the whole website. Okay, so she's loading up. I just want you to see what she looks like, or what the image looks like once it's done. Okay, yeah, it's done. I'm going to put the alter image as well, insert, and you just give it a few minutes to insert. Here, now it's done. Now you can actually also play around with it. The position of the image, center, you can have center left, it moves it, bottom left, top right. Do you understand? Like, you can actually literally move the image any way you want. And this is okay. So play around with it. You have the position. Then the attachment is scroll, such that when you scroll, it goes. So you can have it fixed, you can have it default. If you like what's already on the website, don't change things. Repeat. I always like to put it on no repeat because it's a cover image. You don't want it to look like a pattern. And then size cover. If you say contain, it just, you see spaces like this. So I want it to be full, just cover, or you can put auto. Sometimes you don't want to make too much adjustment with the theme, but trust me, you can play with the theme. But as a beginner, you want to just stick with so many things so you don't mess things up. And then after each edit, please click on updates. This update here means to save. You can now, there's this responsive mode here, like the custom button, see responsive mode. If you click on it, this is the desktop part. This is the tablets, how it looks on tablet, and this is how it looks on mobile. So this is how it looks on mobile, okay? Then you can go back. If you look at it on mobile, you see the woman is caught. So I can decide to, this is now only mobile. I'll choose image again, and I will choose that same image. I'll insert it. This is now mobile, and I will put her center so that the lady shows, and I'll update. Now, this change I just made on this mobile has nothing to do with this and this. Do you see? It's just the mobile. So you want to see how it looks on those different angles. Another thing I want to do is you can preview changes here. If I click on this, it will open a fresh page for me to see the new changes I've made, which I already have a box open here, which I can refresh to see the changes I've made. Also, there's this history button. If you click on the history button, you see all the changes you've made, and you can always revert to any of them in case you realize you made a change that you don't want to. Okay, then this is the navigator. This navigator can bring up the navigator you saw, or you can turn it off here. So if you open this section now, you see it has columns, and if you open these columns, you see it has this heading, the heading, text editor. So you can edit all of them under this section. So it makes it easy to navigate. And then here you have settings where, you know, this is the home page. It is published. If you want to put it draft or pending, you can. You can set a featured image for this home page, which I'm just going to be doing right now. And the featured image I want to set is the logo, although it's supposed to have a background, okay? And then I'll just update this so that when I share the page, that featured image goes there. Or I can choose this image, which is the cover, and I will just update. So usually use the logo, or maybe the image of image that you want to use. Okay, so these things are key that you should know, right? General settings, and then you have the style and all of that. Now, in most Elementor editors, I'm going to go back to this section. In most Elementor editors, you have the layout, you have, or sometimes, okay, for this section, you have the layout, you have the style of the layout, and then you have advanced. While for subsection, like content elements under sections, you usually have the content, the style, and advanced. The content, or let's say the layout, is usually talking about the general feel of it, what it is, how it's going to be arranged. While the style, we look at what generally it is. The style is how it's going to be arranged, what color is going to look like, and all of that. And then the advanced is and under advanced, you have the margins, the paddings, if you want to have motion effects. And then we also have responsive. So under responsive, if you say, okay, this is fine on my desktop, but I don't want it to show on mobile, you can hide it here on mobile. If you go to mobile, you will not see it. When they open their mobile, they will not see this thing because it's hidden. It become gray. So you can have sections that you have visible on desktop and tablet and not visible on mobile. Or sometimes you might be working on a section and the section is not complete and you don't want to delete that section. So you don't go and start finding it to design it again. You can just hide everything on both desktop, tablet, and mobile. So nobody sees that section. That's how this responsive works. Then you have the attributes, which works with Pro and all of that. So I'm going to quickly say here, this is the subtitle. I've clicked on it, or I can click on the pencil icon. It takes you to the content, and I will just say, become legally informed. And I can say, know your rights. Sorry, I don't want to put this. I wanted to put semicolon. Okay, know your rights today. And I can save. Sorry, I'm working on dummy content. Client can always review their content. And then this one, I want to change it. I click here and I'll just put welcome to legally informed home. Welcome to, I'm just guessing, the legally informed home. Yes, then this one, the same thing. So I'm just going to go to the Word document and look for their about brief. And I'll just copy this, copy it, and I will just go to this and I will put it here. Okay, so I'll just have this. Let me expand it. I'll just have this and I'll just update. Do you see how I'm going? So everything here you're editing. So now if I click on this, this is white. I've edited the title. You can decide to change the style. The HTML tag is 1. If I want it 2, it will be smaller, 3 and all. Then the size too, you can have it small, you can have it large, you can have it. So most times just keep what is there so you don't get confused. And then the alignment here. However, there's still more style. For example, I can change the white color to red or anything. Okay, so I don't want that. I'm just going to have what I have before, the white. And then the typography, like I said, you can change the font type, you can change the size. Even though this is big, maybe I want it bigger, I can put it this way. And then the weight, you can change the weight, you can change transform, style, everything here. So if you know how to use Microsoft Word, it makes it easier. All right. And then we have book an appointment here, and you put the pound sign. Instead of the pound sign, I want to put the contact button. So I'll just copy the link, go here, and I'll just put it in and update. Yeah, so let me quickly show you how to use the advanced section. So I'm going to go here. This is how it looks on tablets, and this is how it looks on mobile. This is too big on mobile, so I'm going to go to my text and I will just reduce it. I think this is fine. And then this is how it looks on tablet, is fine on mobile. However, I think the space between the button and this is high. So I'm going to click on the button. I'll go to margin, and this is the margin. The top has 30. So I'm going to put it 0 and see. It's still down. I'll put -30. It brings it up a bit. I go to tablet, I check how it is, it's okay. I go to mobile, it's okay. I just update. Do you see how the advanced works? So the advanced can help you work on the advanced can help you work on the margin, the padding, and all. You might want to go and read up. These are HTML things for you, basic HTML things for you to understand. So you might want to go and read up about margin, padding, and all. Well, like I said, it's a basic class, so there's just so much you can do. So now this section, I feel it's okay. I'm just going to go to my homepage and I'm just going to refresh to be sure. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just going to refresh to be sure that I'm fine. So I think it looks good. Yeah, what do you think? We'll change to us. So we're going to go back to subsequent pages, and just the same way I did those ones, I'm going to do this one. But there's something I want to quickly show you for something like this picture. I'm just going to click on it, then click on the choose image. What is the size? 600 by 941. So I'm just going to go to Canva, sharp. That's how easy this thing can be for some teams. And when you get a wing of it, it becomes easier. So you have this, and I'll just go to photos again and look for Black women. I want it to look like we're counseling, a woman is counseling another woman or showing her what to do or something. Since they don't have so many Black law women things there. So I'm just going to look for them. I'll manage to use this, set as image background, legally informed image, and just download quickly. And I will go to, once it's downloaded, I'll go here, upload, select my file. This is it. I'm going to open it. It's loading, just give it a sec. And yeah, insert the media in there, and I will just save. So that's how to change all of this. So you can change all these things here. Let me look at this legally informed is not an award-winning firm here. So they don't have all those award-winning things, but they have a vision, they have a mission. If you're looking at what I'm saying, let me be sure you can see what I'm saying. So they have a vision, they have a mission. So I'm going to go back to this, my drawing board, where I'm working on this. And here, instead of having award-winning firm and best legal advice, I'm going to change this award-winning firm to put our vision. And I'm going to change this best legal advice to put our mission. Do you see? Now, I needed to show you guys this because sometimes you can get confused and say, I don't have this in, you just delete it. No. So I'm going to go back in here. And I'm going to copy the vision to the document. And this is the vision. So I'm going to come in here to the vision, highlight all of this, delete and replace. I'm going to do that for the mission as well. I'll put it here and replace. Then the about us, I'm also going to copy what is in here on the document, and I'm just going to put it in here. And yeah, so let me expand it so you can see. So I've copied this and I've put them just as they are in there. Now, I don't want it to have this award firm of the year. So if I want to delete this, I can click on it and right click and just delete. So that's how to delete characters or image. Now, if you look at this, you see that this is a whole lot, but now this image that we have and this background is not fitting into it because it's so long. So what are we going to do? So there are two things we could do. It's either we create another image where we resize. Maybe we make this double the size, the height of this, like double the size or something. Let me see the style, advanced. Let me go to background and see there's no background. We just have this image. So I'm going to double the size so it's higher up in here. That's one way to do it. Or we can reduce the content. Those are two ways to do it. So for me, I'm going to reduce the content. We already have our vision. It's still not all right. So it's still not all right. So this is the image. Let me go to advanced and see that there's no margin on it. There's none. So let me go back to this image and resize it, especially the height. I'm going to have the height to be, sorry, the width is still okay. I'm going to have the height to be 1.5 precise. And let me see if it works. Now I'm doing this with you because sometimes you might be working and you don't know what exactly works. So you just keep trying. And if it doesn't work, you can just, take it out. So I'm going to select this, this, and I'll open and see. This is what I just edited now, and see if it actually fits into that size, or if we have to take the image out, or if we have to keep resizing. So that's a choice up to you, or you can decide to rework on your content. So I'm going to put this here and put it. Yeah, I think it works. It works. Okay, so yeah, we resize the image. And then tell us about your case. Tell us about your case to send them to contact us. Now, I'm not so sad that I removed cut some part of the About Us, because it's still going to feature in the About Us section page. Then we come in here to this next one where we talk about the metrics. Now, how many cases service, how many clients, how many regional offices, legal associate. I don't have these details, but once I'm done, the website can. But if you want to edit anyone, just click on it. You see where you need to edit anything. Awards and recognitions, they don't have any right now. So there are two things: is either I delete it, or I'm going to teach you how to do the responsive thing. And then you can also go to, I'm also going to go to her content to see if there's anything that can replace that one, and there's none. So I'm just going to go back there, and this is how I told you I want to hide it. I don't want to delete it because I might need it tomorrow. They might have awards. So I'm going to click on this, go to advanced, go to responsive, and I'm just going to hide on all platforms as well. Then these are practice areas. She's not giving me content for this yet, but if I click on this image, I don't want the white. So I'm going to change the image. The pixel is 740 by 494. So I'm going to quickly go here. 740 by 494. Okay. And yeah, go here. Check for Black female lawyer. I can just use a male, so we don't have female all the time. So let me call this one a male lawyer. So I know she works with guys as well, not just females. So let me not make the site all female, okay? So I'll just go here, upload the file. Male lawyer, I'll upload him. Okay. And I'll insert. So yeah, we have him here. So when she gives me content, I can always edit this other areas. Then how it works, of course, she has to give me content for this. She hasn't. And then office locations, I don't think they need that. They don't have office locations per se. So it's either I delete this or I go here, like I said, and hide it. I'm going to hide it because I believe someday she's going to go around the world, so she might need it. Then reviews from clients. So like the same thing, just come here. Anything you want to change, you can always change. So I'm going to change all these people to Nigeria instead of Montreal or Canada. And so I'll ask her to get me reviews and we'll put it there. And yeah, That's it. This is a footer. This area is a footer. That's why I can edit it. Once it's editable, you see the pencil icon um for Elementor. So this is showing it's not it's a footer, it's not a, what do they call it now? It's not editable. So I'm going to go back to my home page and I'm going to refresh to look at it and see what we have done. Do you see? We've done a fantastic job. So the same way we've done this, when you get to the About Us page, we're going to edit everything in here as well. Everything in here, we're going to edit them. Now, if you look at the About Us, we have the header. These things are going to be edited, as well as the About. This image, we change it to theirs, the vision, mission, and then we have core value, associations and memberships, what clients say, and that's as simple as that. Those are the only things to edit. And to edit it, you just need to click on Edit the Elementor. Now, when you edit with Elementor, anything you can edit, these ones can be edited. Anything you cannot edit, for example, this one, just know that it's either in the central team to customize. I'm going to go back here and I will just go back to our dashboard. So you can either go back here, and we didn't see that header and footer on our customize. So you look for where there could be another, this appearance, there's Elementor header and footer here. So if you look at it, you see I found it, there's this global call to action. It's a global call to action because see, it is on all pages. So you have to look for it. You have to just be smart. Your brain has to think. And I'm just going to click on Edit with Elementor. I don't want to take it out. So you can either delete it or you take it out. I'm going to show you how to take it out. So I'm going to click on Edit Elementor. We help solve your legal issues. Put this, then this is Get an Appointment. For the Get an Appointment, I want to use, I'm using the Contact Us form page as the strictly Get an Appointment. I think I like the background. I just think it's okay. And this is it. So if you click on this, you have the style. I want us to have a background overlay so that this thing is not too, let's have this like this. So it's clear. The other one is too, the writings were not clear because the picture was, the contrast was just not working. The contrast was not working. So this is basically how to end your update. So yeah, this is it. So we've edited it. We can go back to the dashboard. Now, you're wondering why is it on every page? Now, if you go there, like I said, I found it under appearance and health, Elementor Headers and Bidder. Now, there are some you will not find. There are some you will not find. There are some you will not find on under element. You might find it somewhere else. So look for it. Look for it. Be patient. Now, if you look at it, this is display rules. Display on the entire website except contact. So if you want to edit it, you can edit it, and or you can see it, you can edit it, and you say this is where you want it before footer, entire website. You can say, okay, entire website, but these are the pages I don't want it to display. And whenever you're done, make sure you save. Do you understand? So these things are there, but you have to read and pay attention and be careful. So go back to the dashboard, and those are key things. So if we go back to our home page now, we will find that it's darker and it's a lot better. So I want us to now go back and work on the other side. So I don't want to show you working on the whole other sides because there's a lot of work and it's just going to make the video longer, but it's the same process. So I'm going to quickly go back to the About Us and each other page and just work on it, and then we'll move on from there. So you can watch me, but I'm not going to explain. It's just going to be really quick so that we can have it all in there quickly. I'm going to have this. I'm going to select this column, have this like this. This. Put it here, get the title, the link, put it here, make sure the link is here, make sure it is saved. Our vision, I'm just going to quickly go back to the documents and copy it. Go back here, put it here, go back here, copy the mission, go back here, put the mission in there. She's not giving me the core values. When she does, I'll just put it back there. Associations and memberships, she's not giving me any of that yet. What clients say, she's not giving me that yet. So when she does, I'll put it in and quickly change this. Quickly change this, make sure it's updated. And that's all for the about page. I think I like this handwriting. It's absolutely fine. So I'm just going to go back here, go to about us to ensure, yes, it's okay. Yes, it's okay. Then practice areas is the next page. She has not given me content for this, so I'm just going to leave this the way it is. So she'll see it and give me content. And then finally, the contact page. I'm just going to edit with Elementor quickly. The website, the address she's not giving me, so I've not put it there. The email address is hello@thelegallyyinformed.com. So that's the only email address that they have. Phone number, I think she already gave that. I'll just go to the document and let's see. And now I need to show you something. Just if you look at most of the things I've been working with, there is the there's the, what they call it now, the BR before the text. BR means breaks. That break, that's what gives it paragraph. That's a HTML tag for paragraph. So if the BR, for example, if I go here and I just click enter and put stuff, it might not work for some people. For some, it might work. So if I put the BR, even if BR with this, like this, even if it's on another, even if it's on the same line, it's definitely going to move to another line. So I'm just going to copy her. They have a second email. I just figured that out. And I'm going to put it in there. So that's the second email. The second number is not hers. She just has one number. Head office, I think it's Aba, Nigeria. She's in the UK right now, so I don't know, but I'm just putting what I know. And let's talk. This is fine. The form is also fine. And that's it for the contact page. Okay, so I told you I was going to be really fast and work on it. Now, the first thing you need to do is to scroll through and ensure that everything is on point from what you have. Whatever you don't have, don't worry, they'll give it to you. You can request from the person. So I noticed that when I click on this home icon, it takes me somewhere else. That means there's something wrong with my menu. When you go back to the dashboard, go to appearance. Your menu is usually under appearance. Go to menu. So when you go to menu, you see the home is a custom link and not a page. I'll go to view all, click on the home page. This is how to add a menu, add it to menu. And then I'll remove, click on this down icon to delete this custom link and make sure it is saved. So basically what I'm saying is go through your website to ensure that everything is working. No, this is coming back. I've not refreshed the new change I just made. So this is the home page. So go through your website to ensure that everything is working as you want it to work. Put all of them together, check them, go through to be sure, okay, they are all working. The next thing is this form. You want to ensure is working. So this is a contact us. I'm going to click edit Elementor, and I want to see what was used to create the form. So if I click on the form, I see it's a simple contact form, right? That's what was used, so that's fine. So it's just a simple contact form, and this is display option. There's nothing special about it. So I'm going to go back to my dashboard and scroll through to see, is there any other thing that I need? Now with simple contact forms, when you fill the form will come to the email here, the email on the admin, the site admin email, this email here. That's where it's going to come to. All right. So this is the off page. This is what we have. So that's basically how to design your website, and your website is ready. Now, once your website is ready, I can click on this, my cache option, and I'm going to purge all. When I mean purge all, basically any cache that is there that we're not using, it just pops it all. And you check your website to ensure that it's okay. And you can, once you think it's okay, you go to maintenance. And for me, most times I turn it off from maintenance and give the client to view so that they can know the information I need and why I need it. Because if I'm telling her, give me a practice area, so what do you need it for? How do I get it? If I toggle this off, save it and tell her, go and view, or you tell me what, check and tell me and give me the things that are not there so that I can replace it. It makes it easier for her to work with me, such that she goes here and she sees, oh, this, let me quickly show you. Oh, this place, this is nice, but these are Latin words. Okay, I have to send her something. Oh, let me send her my picture. I want my picture to be here. So it makes it easier for them to work with. But then she already has a feel of how the website kind of will look like. Okay, and then you come to the back here. You go to users, and then you can add a new. I told you I taught you how to add users. You can add a new user to the website, which can be the clients that you're working on the website with, can give them admin access, or any other person you want them to give access. But basically, I think that is all about it. That's basically all about the website. This is just a basic portfolio website. So I'm not teaching you how to add analytics and set up Facebook pixels and all of that. No, just basically how to design this. And I hope that with this tutorial, you will design yours with very free and basic templates and send me a proof. Thank you and have a beautiful day. Bye.